Hi guys, let's review inductive effect quiz. This quiz has only inductive effect, no resonance or hyperconjugation. We will solve problems based only on the inductive effect as of now. Okay, there are about 20 questions and all of them are easy. Little bit minor mistakes you will make. We are trying to solve that using this quiz. Question 1. In which of the following compounds the carbon marked with asterisks now? They given you the symbol. These are the carbons. Okay, this is just missing here. Expected to have greatest positive charge, meaning greatest positive charge here, it means delta positive எதில் அதிகமாக இருக்குன்னு கேட்குறாங்க. delta positive is high on yourself. உங்கள் மேலே இது எப்போ அதிகமாக இருக்குன்னா உங்கள்கிட்ட நிறைய யாராவது electron withdraw பண்ணலாம். So this increases as electron is taken away from you and this decreases as electron is given to you. Okay, so here if you see our reference is this molecule. மற்ற எல்லாமே இதோட substitute மாதிரி தானே இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு. So our reference is this molecule. எல்லாத்துலேயுமே இந்த group இருக்கு. So this is common. I have to label this particular one. What do you know about this one? Minus I. This one minus I. So this one is going to be minus I because Mg plus. Okay, this is Mg plus. This is going to be plus I. Alright. Now this is a little tricky at this point because I have minus I. This is plus I. Expected to have greatest positive charge means plus I வேண்டாம் நம்மளுக்கு minus I தான் இருக்கணும். Who will have the greatest minus I effect among these three? Okay, we know that chlorine greater than bromine. This is a metal atom. So the metal atom is happy being Mg plus. இதனால octet இருக்கும் அதுக்கு. So chlorine is going to win over here. So this is going to have the largest minus I. Largest minus I இருந்ததுன்னா இது electron withdraw பண்ணும். Electron withdraw பண்ணா இந்த carbon மேல delta plus வரும். This carbon will withdraw from this carbon. So this has double delta plus. The double delta plus on this carbon is greater than the others. Question number 2. The correct order of stability of the following carbanion. Carbanion is stabilized by, so C minus stabilized by minus I, destabilized by plus I. So proportional to minus I, inversely proportional to plus I. So now look at it. In the CH2 பக்கத்தில் என்ன இருக்கு? R இருக்கு. R is an alkyl group which is plus I. But R is attached through one bond. Here I have plus I from both sides. Okay. Here I have 2, 2, 2 aromaticity, cyclopentadienyl anion. So this is going to be extremely stable. So 3 is the most stable right away. And அதுதான் first இருக்கு. Now when you look at it, 3 is greater than 4, which is greater than 1 greater than 2. 1 greater than 2 நம்ம சொல்லிட்டோம் ஏன்னா 1 plus I 2 plus I. How does 4 come? I know that we have not seen it yet, but I know there is only one option, so you have to do the best guess. So you should get this answer. Very simply, resonance. Double bond, single bond, charge. Resonance, alternative. So for resonance you want double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond like this chain, or double bond, single bond, charge. Plus charge or minus charge doesn't matter. We are going to see this in the next lecture and more detailed. So option is alpha. Which of the following carbon atom is most electronegative? So you can say that the electronegativity is proportional to S character. So I know my Sp is more electronegative than Sp2 more than Sp3. Alright. So now let's look into this. What are the hybridizations? We have seen this before. This is Sp3, Sp2, Sp, Sp. Now I have a tie-up. இதுவா இதுவான்னு இங்கே option இல்லை. This is easier. Now if you were to decide between these two, okay, which one would you decide? You have to decide this one. Why? This is alkyl group. Pushing electrons inside. So electronegativity கம்மியாயிடும் இந்த கார்பனில். இங்கே வெறும் ஹைட்ரஜன் மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. Alkyl is more plus I than hydrogen. I have given this to you in notes. So this carbon is more electronegative than this, which is more electronegative than this, which is more electronegative than this. Okay. Sorry, this is Sp3. Sorry, CH2. Now between these two, which is going to be more electronegative? Okay. Now I have two carbons which are Sp3, but this carbon is attached to Sp carbon. This carbon is attached to hydrogen. Hydrogen on the mild plus I. sp carbon is mild minus I. So obviously this, or particularly this, is going to be more electronegative. So if you were to label the carbon as 1, 2, 3, 4, electronegativity would be 1 greater than, 2 greater than, 3 greater than 4. Alright. Which of the following is true regarding direction of dipole? Dipole is always, let's put it this way, less electronegative, giving electron to more electronegative. So dipole எல்லாவாட்டியுமே இப்படி தான் இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. So dipole, I know that hydrogen and deuterium are less in electronegativity, so the positive tail is going to be towards them and it is going to face carbon atom. The basic nature of the following heterocyclic compound. So the right away when they say basic, usually உங்களுக்கு வந்து basicity of amines கொடுப்பாங்க. இல்லைனா general basic nature கொடுத்தா the tendency to give a lone pair of electrons to a Lewis acid. We will see more detail Lewis acid later. At this point, I'm just going to look at how easily can I give the lone pair away. I can give lone pair of Z easily if the X atom gives electron, okay, or X doesn't take electron. ரெண்டும் வேற வேற கேஸ். ஆனா இது X கொடுக்கிறது வேற, X வாங்குறது வேற, X வாங்காம இருக்கிறதும் வேற. So another thing that we want to know is this lone pair should be available to be given, not used for resonance. Now if you see here, I have these, correct? Oxygen group ரெண்டு lone pair இருக்கும், nitrogen group ஒரு lone pair, இந்த nitrogenல ஒரு lone pair. Now who doesn't need it for resonance? This one, we saw this pyridine. ஏன்னா ஏற்கனவே 6 pi bond இருக்கு, sorry 6 pi electron இருக்கு, so I don't need it. So 4 is the best. Unfortunately 4 இங்க இருக்கு. Now who can give easily the basic nature? Now electronegativity plays a role. Who is least electronegative will give it easily. So now I have my sulfur followed by electronegativity எப்படி இருக்கும்னா sulfur followed by nitrogen followed by oxygen. Now you can say fluorine is the most electronegative, next is oxygen, next is nitrogen. அதை மட்டும் நீங்க ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. electronegativity this is how it is going to work out. Now if I know this order, I know this order. Sorry, nitrogen approximately equal to chlorine. Okay, I know this order. So my 4 is the most basic, followed by 1, followed by 3, followed by 2. 4 followed by 1, followed by 3. No, 4 followed by 1, followed by 3, followed by 2. This is how it is going to work. Okay, the simplest example I can give you is, if you were to take H2O compared to H3N, I know this is a base compared to this one. Okay. Now you can ask a question, if that is the case, H2S on the acid இருக்கு, இங்கே பேஸ்னு சொல்கிறோமே, that is the acidity there is because of different reason. Water H2S, we are going to see this in periodic properties because of bond length. The most stable free radical among the following. Okay. Now I know that we didn't see this particular example before, but we know that a 3 degree is more stable than 2 degree, more stable than 1 degree. Only one point I want to add is a benzyl free radical. Okay, and benzyl carbocation is more stable. We will see this in next lecture. Unfortunately, as I told you, effects on the clear up பிடிக்க முடியாது, inductive effect, it is always combined. I'll tell you what benzyl is. A carbon attached to the ring is benzyl. A carbon attached to a ring having a radical is a benzyl free radical, plus a benzyl carbocation. So this is going to be more stable. Now you can see that I have benzyl. So I know at 2 degree is more stable than 1 degree. இப்போ இது ரெண்டுமே பென்சில், ஆனால் இது 1 degree, இது 2 degree இல்லை. ஏன்னா இந்த கார்பன் கூட 2 கார்பன் அட்டாச் ஆயிருக்கு, இந்த கார்பன் கூட ஒரே ஒரு கார்பன் தான். So I know my 3 is most stable, followed by 1. 3 greater than 1. Now here 2 degree versus 1 degree. So greater than 2 greater than 4. 3, 1, 2, 4. Charlie. Seventh is pretty simple. They are asking you for acidic strength. We want to know the electronegativity. எல்லாமே derivative of acetic acid. Nitroacetic acid, cyanoacetic acid, fluoroacetic acid, chloro. We know that nitro is the strongest followed by cyano. So right there, this is actually 2019 question. See how simple, how fast you can get the answer. Extremely simple. Question 8. The stability of the following carbocation decreases in the order. So stability of a carbocation depending on what I have given you before. Aromaticity is important. Inga aromaticity irukku. Tropylium carbocation. 4 is the best. Okay. Followed by this, because this is also aromatic. Rendume aromatic. Why this is more stable? The ring size is better. Idu romba chinna ring, constrained angles. Okay. So 4 greater than 2, 4 greater than 2. So wrong. Okay, between these two, okay, which is going to be stable. Now this is where it is a little tricky. This is anti-aromatic, correct? Conjugation, planar, circular, and 4 pi electrons, 2 plus 2, 4 pi. This is anti-aromatic. Anti-aromatic is less stable than open chain, so 1 greater than 3. Which among the given acids has pKa value that is lowest? Lowest to pKa means most acidic, correct? Most acidic would be nitroacetic acid. Most stable carbanion is straight out of your lecture. Only one thing that you want to remember is same. A benzyl is going to be more stable, be it carbanion, carbocation, carbon free radical. So what is the order? Benzyl is B, greater than, this is 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree, straight out of class notes. A greater than, C greater than D. In the following compound, order of basicity is same as before. Now I have here, and this can be used for aromaticity. So this is the least basic among them. Okay. Now among here I have 1 and 3 are similar. 1 and 3 have sp3 hybridization. 2 has sp2 hybridization. 4 has aromaticity. So I know 1 and 3 are sp3. This is also a class example. This is minus I group, taking electron away. So nitrogen is less electron rich or more electronegative than this one. Imagine this is you. Unga kitta irundha electron irundha ungaloda electronegativity adhigamaagum. You will hold on to this electron. So this electron and this electron. So you're not going to be willing to give it to somebody else. So 1 is the best, followed by 3, followed by 2. 1 and 3 wins over 2 because of hybridization, and all 3 wins over 4 because 4 is aromatic. 1, 3, 2, 4. Arrange these in the order of decreasing basic nature. So first thing you want to look at is the stem the same? Okay, you want to see this stem the same. So here if you see, for example, what is A? A is CCl3 CCNH2. இங்கே CCl3 இங்கே வந்து 3 C இருக்கு. Let's draw A here. CCC, 3 C's are there. NH2, CCl3. This is A, this is B. C is CCl3 CNH2. This is C. So this is basically, the more the number of electronegative atoms, higher the acidity, but the electronegative atom number is the same. Now this is the distance. The farther it is, ரொம்ப தள்ளி இருந்ததுனா minus I weak இருக்கும். So the closest is here. Correct? So இதில் minus I அதிகமாக இருக்கும், இதில் minus I கம்மியாக இருக்கும். They are talking about basic nature. So tendency to give this electron. இந்த எலக்ட்ரானை தரணும்னா plus I அதிகமாக இருக்கணும், இல்லை minus I கம்மியாக இருக்கணும். Aல தான் minus I கம்மியாக இருக்கும், followed by B, followed by C. So in the order of decreasing basic nature. So the strongest basic nature would be A greater than B greater than C. I think they are given in the order of PKB, but the question is asking, okay, so none of the options are correct, so fix this. This is going to be your option. This will happen in books also, on NEET also. Sometimes the examiner might be asking about PKB values. PKB எப்படி இருக்கும்? Basicity கம்மியாக இருந்ததுனா PKB na CBA அதுவும் இல்லை. There. So PKB na in the option, basicity na opposite option. Alright, next one. The correct order of decreasing acidity of the acids given below. So look at the stem again. Acidity of the acids. Now what is common in all of them? This particular group, correct? To an extent, this particular group. Acidity அதிகமாக இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா இந்த side minus ஆகி இருக்கணும். Okay. Now imagine this one is the best one because right away there is CO which is attached to a carbon, that is sp2 hybridized. So 3 is the most acidic. Okay, 3 is the most acidic. Then I look at 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is attached to a sp2 carbon. 4 la vandu that is attached to a sp3 carbon. So 4 is the last one. Nobody is pulling electron from 4. All these are giving electrons. Giving electrons, acidity goes down. So adan kadasiya irukum. 3 is here, 4 is here. So it should be this one. Let's make sure 1 and 2. Now see 1 and 2, this is common, this is common, this is common, double bond is common, this is common. But in 1 I have a carbon attached to minus I group. So pull pannu. So better. So right there 3 greater than 1 greater than 2 greater than 4. The compound which gives the most stable carbonium ion on dehydration. Now mechanism நம்ம பார்க்கல. Dehydration at this point, if a question comes, I didn't want to teach dehydration now. We will teach dehydration later. H plus protonate and then goes away. All you want to know right now, dehydration means OH போயிட்டு ஒரு plus charge அந்த கார்பனில் வந்துரும். So OH போயிட்டு அந்த plus charge வரும். So you just have to put this. That's all you have to do in the exam. Now carbocation வரப்போகுது, carbonium ion. So carbonium ion means benzyl. At this point there is also allyl later நம்ம பார்ப்போம். Benzyl 3 2 1. So I don't have benzyl, I'm looking for 3. So B is going to be the best. Greater than, this is 1 degree, this is 2 degree, this is 1 degree, correct? This is also 1 degree. So B greater than, D greater than, இது ரெண்டுமே 1 degree. Okay, but only one of them is giving CH2. Ethyl group is giving plus I effect. Inge vandu the whole group, isopropyl group is giving, so A is better than C. Okay. 15. Arrange the following groups in order of decreasing inductive effect. Decreasing inductive effect, I know NO2 is the most important. Okay. Next, Br or OCH3. OCH3 is going to be stronger because oxygen is more electronegative. This is our lecture. See, in our lecture I actually have given you OCH3 greater than Br because oxygen is more electronegative, but oxygen la vandu CH3 kudukkradhanaala electron kudukkradhanaala konjam kammiya irukku, so it is after OH but still greater than Br. You want to remember that. Okay, so here we have OCH3 greater than Br, OCH3 greater than Br. Okay, OCH3 greater than Br. Decreasing inductive effect, I think this has to be changed. This has to be here. Okay, or these two are here. In exams I'll make sure there are no wrong options. This does happen. These are taken from books, so there will be mistakes. Okay, so you want to remember. ஆனால் நீட்டில் வந்து இவ்வளோ டைட்டாக கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. OCH3 or Br பக்கத்தில் இருக்கனால யூஸ்வலி நீட்டில் இருக்கும்போது NO2 மட்டும் ஒரே ஒரு ஆப்ஷனில் தான் லெஃப்ட்டில் இருக்கும். அதை பார்த்தாலே நீங்கள் ஆன்சர் சொல்கிற மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும் நீட். Regardless, remember these things. We don't know how our year is going to be. among the closely related molecules where the same atom loses proton. So meaning, let's say carbon. So இது எல்லாமே ஒரே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கு. This is going to lose proton. Which of the following statement is true? Increasing in positive charge decreases acidity. இதில் positive charge அதிகமானா என்ன ஆகும்னு கேட்குறாங்க. ஓகே, increase in negative charge. ஸோ இதில் வந்து டெல்டா பாசிட்டிவ் இருக்குது, டெல்டா நெகட்டிவ் இருக்குது. ஓகே, என்ன இருந்தால் அசிடிட்டி அதிகமாகும்? Acidity means H plus goes away and this becomes minus and this becomes plus. அப்போ இங்கே என்ன சார்ஜ்னா மைனஸ் ஸ்டெபிளைஸ் ஆகும், மைனஸாக இருக்கணும்ல. மைனஸாக இருந்ததுன்னா it can pull. So you want the carbon to be electronegative. So increasing in negative charge increases acidity. Instead of reading these options, I'm going to logically. ஏன்னா ரீட் பண்ணும்போது கன்ஃபியூசிங்காக இருக்கும் இங்கிலீஷ். What's the decreasing order of strength of the bases? It's a very good question. You don't look at this. இதை பார்த்தா கன்ஃபியூசிங்காக இருக்கும். You take these and write the corresponding conjugate acids. H2O, NH3, CH, triple bond CH, CH3, CH3. Now conjugate acid. Which is the strongest acid among them? This is going to be the strongest acid. We know oxygen attached to hydrogen, nitrogen attached to hydrogen, carbon attached to hydrogen. இது நம்ம பார்த்தோம் முன்னாடியே. This is the order of acidity. So this is going to be greater here, going to be greater. இது ரெண்டுத்துலையும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா hybridization வச்சு சொல்லலாம். So this is the order of your acidity. They are asking decreasing order of basic nature of the corresponding conjugate base. Exact opposite இருக்கும். So OH minus is the weakest compared to NH2 minus. See, this is a very good question. OH minus a base ne நம்ம எல்லா வாட்டி பார்த்திருப்போம். It's not the strongest base. The strongest base is R minus actually. Okay, so now OH minus is the weakest, followed by NH2. Okay, OH minus is the weakest, followed by NH2, followed by this. So between these two, okay, it's not exactly easy to say. Okay, it's not exactly easy because this is nitrogen attached to hydrogen, this is hydrogen attached to a carbon with a triple bond. ரெண்டுமே பக்கத்து பக்கத்தில் இருக்கும். இந்த ஆர்டர் நீங்கள் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்க முடியாது. So based on the option itself we can say. Now I'm going to go to the options. So I know my OH minus is the last one. So this is wrong. OH minus is the last one. This is wrong. இது ரெண்டுத்தில் எதாவது இருக்கலாம். Okay. Now what is the strongest? This one right there. So that tells me this is the order. Acetylene is more of a acetylenide ion is more of a base, less of a base than NH2 minus. The relative acidic character of halogen acids can be explained on the basis of. So halogen acids meaning X, H. Relative acidic character of the halogen acids can be explained on the basis of C. Now when you take electronegativity, this has to be the strongest acid, correct? But the actual reason is this one. The reason is this has hydrogen bonding. அதனால இதால கொடுக்க முடியாது ஈஸியா. Okay, and also bond length நம்ம பின்னாடி பார்க்க போறோம். Now hydrogen bonding is going to be important. Inductive effect is what is going to matter. Electron pull பண்றது. That is also important. Hybridization is also important. Okay, so it is all three. In the following compounds, what about the basicity order? Now think about it for a minute. Extremely simple, just like before. It's a repeat question. So basicity order: 1 greater than, 3 greater than, 2 greater than 4. 1 greater than, 3 greater than, 2 greater than 4. The most stable carbonium ion. Here I have 3 degree. This is 1 degree. This a little bit different than the previous example. இது பார்க்க 3 degree மாதிரி இருக்கும். No, this is RCH2 plus. This is 1 degree. This is 2 degree. This is 1 degree. So the most stable would be this. D greater than, A greater than. Between B and C, now this plays a role. This is a stronger plus I which is stabilizing it. C greater than B. Alright. We have done the quiz. Now I would seriously advise you guys to do it one more time by yourself and get stronger before we go into next week resonance effect. Okay, thank you guys.